Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Hey, go ahead and hit the like, subscribe, notification bell if you're new. Hit the like button for those of you that's been following. The sooner you hit the like button, the better. Let's get right into it. You guys know that I'm going to give you a market briefing, what I expect for the upcoming week, and then I do my inspirational at the end. Happy Sunday to you. We do know now that the debt ceiling bill has been passed by the president. Hopefully, I didn't watch the news on last night, but he was supposed to sign the bill on last night. Leave me a correction if that did not happen. Please leave a comment, but I'm pretty sure it did. It passed the House, it passed the Senate, and it passed the other committee before the House and the Senate. So it went through all of those loops. And the market was quite bullish on Friday, in spite of a strong jobs report. Low unemployment is still a thing. Our jobs here in America are very strong. We have low unemployment, wages rising, and of course the president came out and touted that fact, right? Though you and I know that. Well, anyway, we're not doing politics today. We're going to leave that alone. All right. So it is what it is. We'll take the green days, though, in the market, right, good people? We'll take those green days. And so now it shifts back to the Fed. Market is also the bulls just mowed down the bears on Friday because now a lot of investors think that the Fed will actually pause and cool off on his interest rate hikes. And so the market was quite boisterous. Now, here's what I think may happen. This does not mean that it will happen. Here's what I think may happen. I think that it may cool off by Tuesday-ish. I think the market will kind of cool off. Now, just because I say it's what I think does not mean that that is what's going to happen, right? So this is what I expect. And because of that, I sold my positions. Now, you guys that followed me saw me get in a lot of plays, buying the straight stock and doing option calls because of the bullishness in the market short term. But on Friday, I got out of all of those positions. You guys saw me swing trade, ticker symbols like AI. You guys saw me do call options. You saw me make a lot of money. But on Friday, I did a put on it right now. Remember, anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. You have to do your own due diligence. But it's just what I see. And a lot of you have followed and made a lot of money. And of course, stop loss, a stop loss, a stop loss. Remember, keep those stop losses triggered in times like these, okay? So that is the market update that I gave. If the market continues to be bullish, just look at my last video. I believe it was Friday's video. And you'll see the plays that I got into. I plan on getting back into those positions. But I think the market may cool off first. You know, I still think, stock like Tesla, I had a call option at 225. I sold it, but I'm probably going to get back into it. The price of the options may go down, so that's why I do plays like that, okay? So I'm going to leave it right there as it pertains to the stock market. So yeah, I expect by Tuesday it'll probably cool off a little bit. I'm not saying it's going to tank, just cool off a little bit, okay? We shall see. But right now, the market is very bullish, and it can continue, but it's just kind of like what I think may happen. So I want to talk to you guys today about what are you thinking, or what were you thinking? You ever have a situation? I know my dad was like a military dude. I would do stuff. He was like, what were you thinking? Right? And, you know, I've been doing this series on Programmed to Be Poor. And, you know, it is true. Most of us we don't understand it. We don't believe it. But we are trained to be, you know, pretty much factory workers. We're programmed to work the corporate plantation and some of us will do well and still live a decent life, and I always say, do you want to live just a decent life? Do you want to just exist? Do you want to live an off the rack life, or do you want a tailor fit life? I want a tailor fit life. What about you? Right? And so this weekend, my wife's ex-boss, his name is Dave Montrose, lost his dad. We talked to him yesterday. I'm here in Ohio celebrating my our niece's, it's actually my wife's niece, graduation, right? And we called a good friend, which is the person that she used to work for. His name was Dave Montrose, right? Big hotel industry. At one time they had over 14,000 employees worldwide, okay? And he lost his dad. We called him and he had lost his dad. And so guys, do me a favor and say, we're praying for you, Dave Montrose, right? Just lost his dad. He was telling me how his dad was given up for adoption at an early age. And his dad had a rough upbringing, very rough upbringing. But he said it to him and his family. His dad worked for the same company for over 30 years. And he said his dad was a great dad to them, And that really spoke to me. And here's this man that had this horrific upbringing, but you heard the saying, hurt people hurt people. He decided not to, treat his kids bad because he had a bad upbringing. And so it really, really touched me when he was talking about his dad and how his dad was a great dad to them. And so the reason why I'm bringing this up is we have to reprogram ourselves and start thinking about things differently. Start thinking about all of the stuff that I've been talking about over the last 2 weeks. How they won't teach financial literacy in schools. How they'll let the credit cards come and get you in more in debt. You're already, the average person, $60,000 in debt, credit card debt, and college debt. And then they let the credit card companies run rampant on these college campuses and get us into more debt, right? Then you had 12 years before the higher learning of just corporate training to be a prompt and docile factory worker or work on a corporate plantation. This is how we're taught. And the 5% know that. You guys could, the naysayers can say, no, that's not what it is. Well, look at the facts, right? Just look at the data. All right, let me just stick to what I was talking about. So I changed my thought. And it was 3 years ago that I changed my thought. And you guys are not going to believe this, but the day last week when we hit 600,000 subscribers, thanks to you guys and your new guys that are coming, you know what came up on my wife's Facebook post? It was the day that she got laid off of her job 3 years ago. So the day I hit 600 was the day that my wife got laid off of her job. By the way, the day that my wife got laid off of her job, I had no job. So here we are with no income coming in. But I changed my thinking. I changed that stinking thinking. Oh, we're doomed. We'll never make it. Blah, 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 blah. I changed it and I decided to do something about it, right? With no money coming in, I continued to invest because I said one day I'm going to pull out of this situation that I am. It just reminded me, I can only think about Dave Montrose's dad that said, you know what, this happened to me, but I am going to change things for my life and my kids' life. And so what I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to tell you right now, change your situation. I don't care if you don't have a Roth, you don't have a retirement, you're an independent contractor, you're a hotel worker, you're a truck driver, you're a farmer. It doesn't matter. You're in the hood and you're selling scrap metal. It doesn't matter. You can take control of your own financial future. You could start to build generational wealth today. And it's just I will tell you where to start. Where can I start, Larry? I'll tell you where to start. Man, it's simple. If you're listening to me on an iPhone, invest the amount that you're spending on your iPhone. Yeah, but Larry, I got the plan. I'm paying $28 a month. Then invest $28 a month. If you're going to Starbucks tomorrow, oh, Larry, I'm only going to spend $5. Then invest that only $5 a day that you spend in Starbucks. If you're listening to me with on a Microsoft device, you guys get it. Just do that. Just do that. If you're driving a GM, then invest in GM. If you're driving a Ford, then invest in a Ford. Now, I know you can't afford to, most people can't afford to just put the full price of the car, but just start. Just start. Because eventually, the amount of money that your investments are making will make more than what you're making at your job. So don't quit your job. Continue. And then go a step further. Tell your kids, job one, day one, to invest 10% of their income. 10% day one, job one. Before they get their first apartment, make that first. Pay yourself first. And then watch what happens to your children, let alone you. But your children will be in a better situation. They'll be able to retire in their 50s and some of them their 40s instead of their late 60s. So get rid of that stinking thinking and think about a more prosperous future. Remember, I keep saying this, 83% of the stuff that you and I worry about never happens. So I'm going to keep saying this. And to the one person last week that says, I'm about tired of your preaching, bye, Felicia. Take your finger and hit the unsubscribe button. As a man or woman thinketh in their heart, so is he, so is she. Think good thoughts. But most importantly, do the work now that will cause you to prosper in the future. And I don't care how much money you have. I don't care if you're getting paid $12 an hour. I just drove by McDonald's, $15 an hour. Do like I did. I was driving Uber. Guess how recent? 2018, I was driving Uber. Why? I had my other job. I was making more money to invest. I dare you to get a side hustle. I dare you to do it just for 1 year and simply invest in a good S&P 500 company. Let alone, don't even try to swing trade with that extra money. Just invest in a simple S&P company and just do it for 1 year and watch on it change your thinking and watch on it change your financial journey. Then you will do like I did and have an aha moment, all right? I love you guys. Make sure you check out all the links below. We will see you Monday. I just wanted to stop in and give you guys this encouragement, even more than the stock update, okay? Make sure you check out all of the videos, but more importantly, the links below. We love you guys. We'll see you Monday morning.